All right, peace again, y'all. Peace, peace, peace. I'll say again because I actually made a different segment earlier in the day, but I'm popping back in to talk about something else a little bit. Excuse me. So as you see, I'm still in the work, John. Right after the job, I went straight to the gym to get right, and then from the gym to get right quick, I had to drop off some care packages for some people. Now, the thing about it is, I don't know who the packages are for, but someone I know from the town posted that they know someone in need of some help. So when I see that, that's what I mean. That's what I'm about. You see, that's what I mean. People got different eyes. That's the type of stuff that I be looking for when I'm on social media. Some people go to be whatever they, but my eyes are attracted to different shit. So when I saw that, I said, ooh, here we go. I'm being called. You know what I mean? Obviously not just me, but that's like, I was like, oop, like that's something that, you know what I'm saying, that I need to put my energy into. Someone needs help, and I now have a little bit of resources to be able to help them a little bit. So, and that's kind of what I'm saying. So when I saw the items list, I said, okay, I can help with X, Y, Z, you know what I'm saying? Certain things as a purchase. But again, we're at the point now to where we kind of always have something, whether it's a little or we don't really have a lot. Like we don't get like crazy, you know what I'm saying? But we might got a little, you know, a little hundo, something like that, you know what I'm saying, from someone who wanted to, you know what I'm saying, look out for the community. If it doesn't all get spent, it don't all get touched. And that's my thing for times like that. So and that's what I mean. Y'all see what y'all see, what I choose to show for certain reasons. You don't, I'm in and out, I'm outside every day. So you don't see when I'm walking out of a random store and a gentleman or a woman or a family might ask for some money. I might hit them off, and I might, y'all hungry, y'all want something to eat? Because I already got this card, you understand what I'm saying, with some donation money on it. That's what I mean. I have no problem coming out of pocket, but this is the beauty of it. I don't even have to stress that aspect of it. Because the good folks of the village done did their part and sent something on some whoever need this in the community, boom, and that's how it works. So when I run out into an individual and I ask them, is you hungry? And they look at me like, what you gotta ask? And I'm like, bet, come on, man, let's go get right real quick. You know what I'm saying? Go get them something to eat, man. And they can tell by how I come at them, you know what I'm saying? They know it ain't no charity case. I'm gonna be as thorough as it could be with this motherfucker, bro. I know, you know what I'm saying. We gonna chop it up, we gonna bust it up, and we gonna, you know what I'm saying, we gonna build from that. If you want me to be honest, you know what I'm saying. We gonna build, man. And I try not to come on too strong, but I want folks to know, man, help is here. I might not can do everything, but we in the process of putting that kind of energy and power together, bringing that community back together. So you not alone out here, man. You know what I'm saying? You can expect to see me. You can expect to on some days where you thought you wasn't gonna eat, you gonna be sturdy, bro. You know what I'm saying? You might not. You on one pair of shoes that got a hole in it. I might got something for you. You know what I'm saying? But you ain't got to worry about going to Goodwill or trying to thief off for nothing or trying to, you know what I'm saying, scratch and shake and survive. That's still the reality, yes. And I know that me popping out for a couple hours a day don't change that, but that's why I go so hard, because real work, it needs to be done. It's only going to get done one way, but it have to start somewhere is my point. Because clearly the institutions and the powers that be, the government, with all of the resources, they're not concerned on helping these people, on helping anybody. And that's my point. It's not just the displaced and homelessness. I'm talking motherfucker Section 8. Motherfucker who not on Section 8, the average Joe like me. You understand what I'm saying? It's rough for everybody. Everybody. It's rough for everybody. And there's some people who not so shy to say it. And that's my thing. Like, I don't have time. We ain't got time to be trying to sugarcoat what's going on. People are fucked up out here. That's the reality of it. And the more we keep acting like it's not the reality and keep acting like we can't do anything to change it, it's only going to get worse. And I'm tired of seeing this shit. But I don't want to turn this into a rant about that kind of stuff. I'm just more so here to talk about that's why I just do what I do, because I'm going to go nuts. That's why I say this stuff fuels a different kind of fire, because there ain't no reason why we print money. Money is printed. Like, this is what I mean why I don't want to get into that kind of bag, because I'm going to turn this into something else. Man, look. The work, bro, the work. That's what's important, and working with the individuals who want to do the work. So that's why I'm so grateful that there's individuals, not only me, posting items list. If you know someone need, this is what I'm talking about. And this is what I mean. It's just easier if you know you can reach out to an organization like us, because this is what we do. But this is what I mean. If you want to do stuff on your own accord, do it. We need people to step up. We need the everyday individual to step up, because again, the powers that be don't care, and they're not. They do shit to put us in this situation. Come on, you see, bro, man, y'all know K9, big dog, sick dog. I get the foaming at the mouth about this shit like I got rabies, man. And that shit don't never happen to me until I get to talking about this shit. Spit me, I be like, bro, but I be like, man, I just be in a whole different bag. Man. Like, and I know too, when I don't be clean cut, they probably like, bro, look, man. I ain't never cared about my appearance. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to veer off a little bit, but I ain't never cared about my appearance. My mama, this is what I'm saying. And not even my mama, the whole family will tell you. Anybody who knows me don't even got to be, this is what I'm trying to tell you, man. There ain't no cap in my rap. Like, what you see is exactly who the fuck the renegade is, bro, down to the name. I told you, my mama called me a rebel without a cause since a baby. She didn't call me the renegade, but she called me a rebel, nigga. I always been this way, every way, shape, or the form. Down to not even wanting to wear clothes when I was a little nigga. That's why it ain't nothing for me to not be wearing, you know what I'm saying, shirts and shit now on the regular. I walk my dog, and you would think we lived in Miami or some shit, the way I just walk around CT with no fucking shirt. If the weather, I tell you, all I need is 60 and I'm out here. You understand what I'm saying? But none of this shit is new, down to the wanting to help people and all of that. But that's what I'm saying. I spent my whole life going crazy about this shit until I realized that I can do something. This revolutionary shit, spent my whole life wanting to tear shit up until I realized I can do something. But we don't gotta be violent all the time. Like, I'm not saying I wanted to get violent anytime, but what I'm saying is I recognize that that was the only way to get these people up off our necks at a point in time was violence. And anytime we act like we want to rise up now, but that's what I mean. But I'm in it, obviously, bro, my energy, that fire is always gonna be there, man. You know what I'm saying? But even with my peoples, we cannot keep preaching war to our peoples, keep talking a frequency of war, and then be surprised when we live in a fucking war zone, bro. What type of sense this make? This is what I'm saying. Sometimes we don't think about the shit that we do and say. We talk about energy, everything is energy, our words being energy. We talk about the energy that we embody and what we put out here, but we steady talking some more shit. Even me, that's what I'm saying, because and rightfully so. Yes, they did some fucked up shit to our ancestors, and like I said, that fire ain't never gonna go nowhere. But if you live, it's like the movie when they teaching home not to be consumed by his own hatred. You can't see straight. You can't see straight, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? There's too much rage and anger in your eyes. You can't concentrate. You can't think straight. You can't do nothing on the level of what you're supposed to. Because you stuck on one frequency, and it's a very low frequency. It's a powerful frequency, but it's very low. You understand what I'm saying? And there's ways to bring it up. To keep that same power, to keep that same magnetism, but to not be self-destructive. And if I'm you and you are me, we cannot be self-destructive. But these are things that comes with the learning, bro. And this is parts of the journey that I feel like people don't be talking about this enough, because people don't take enough time to break down the journey, to understand the journey. You know what I'm saying? It's not respected. And that's what I be like, this is not no TV show. This ain't fantasy land. Like, I don't see how people can just go from one account to the next, trying to soak up all of what everybody talking about, and then at no point in time is like, this shit gotta make sense. We gotta make this shit be real at a point in time. You know what I'm saying? Like, that part there is probably the biggest gambit for me, because it makes me feel like, well, what are we doing? Like what exactly are we doing? It's like going to fucking, why would you go to a lock picking school, graduate, and never pick one lock? What the fuck did you sit all that time in that class developing them skills for if you wasn't gonna put none of them to use, motherfucker? You just got it. Like, yeah, and you just run around just telling motherfuckers you know how to pick locks. It sounds good to a motherfucker who don't know how to pick locks. But to niggas who pick them shits day in and day out, they like, babe, you gonna have to show me something. Show you pick this motherfucker apart. And it's a simple one. This ain't too complex. This is the basic. We all started with this one. Pick this one apart. But just talking about you know how to pick locks, okay. Because it's a lot of powerful talk, but then again, I don't see it on the planet for real. Because it's going to take the collective, a bunch of individuals, but I'm tired of just 1, 2 self-righteous motherfuckers running around thinking they that, yeah, and they can't shift shit for real for the people. And I'm not even I'm talking about the entire people, the entire planet. Every last being, every last 9 ether that's out here. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not supposed to be done by one individual. That's what niggas don't get. Another story. So there's a lot of different pockets, and honestly, this video it wasn't really supposed to go here. Obviously, things happen naturally, but I was making a different kind of point. But basically, kind of, it's just the point of, that is kind of, yeah, it's so much to say, man, for real. And I've been quiet for a long time because, like I said in one of my previous videos recently, bro, I didn't come here for followers. I didn't come here to be one of these social media, what the fuck you call it? Social media personalities. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, after the spiritual shit came out, there's a lot, and still to this day, every day there's a new motherfucker popping. But I'm starting to see it now, like with a different, because again, call me naive with this spiritual shit. I was thinking that when motherfuckers was talking that mission shit, that 144 shit, that getting up, I'm thinking niggas mean what they say. And I'm not trying to be like on some subliminal condescending type shit. On my soul, I'm not trying to be funny at all. I thought, because again, I always said everybody claiming to be divine, 9 ether beings ain't that. You know what I'm saying? Like, some individuals is out here faking. Some individuals out here with the trickery. Some people was out here to mix up the pot, right? I always knew that. But what I'm saying is I didn't understand that people would play with the mission of our people for real. Basically, what I'm saying, I didn't know the depths that the tricksters would go, if that makes sense. I didn't know the games that the tricksters played, or the ones who work in deception. I didn't know certain things of what they would do. Well, I did, but I put it past them, is what I'm saying. Because again, for me, this is part of the reason, because I'm putting myself in everybody else's shoes. I'm giving them the benefit of my doubt, right? So I'm like, man, I know how I felt when I came across certain information, when this got unlocked in me, when whoop-de-whoop-de-woo, and that shit activated the warrior that, again, it would never turn off. There's no turning this shit off, bro. That's not even nothing to think about. You just figure out what to do with this shit. But when I found out that there was some motherfuckers that was lying about that fire being activated, or they was lying about what they was willing to do with that fire, or they never had it to begin with, that shit'll fuck your head up, man. Cause it's something, there's not a thing that I haven't been willing and that I haven't done for this thing here. Like, even before going on the internet with it, I was bringing people together in real time. I started in real time. That's what I'm trying to tell you, man. Like, it was but on some progressive business type stuff. Like, black folks, let's get this money. Our dollar don't circulate enough. We need to get that dollar circulated back in our community. Spend bread with each other. Keep their whoop-de-whoop-de-woo. So what did I do? I took it upon myself to reach out to people that I knew, individuals, good, solid individuals with businesses, business owners, who already had their mind right, already legit with their LLCs. I tapped into these black and brown individuals, and I told them what I wanted to do. Let's come together. We're going to do these vending expos like a lot of people do. The only difference was I didn't charge my people no money out the gate. You know, most people charge, that's how they get their money back. I wasn't worried about making my money back. And this is what I be trying to tell people. Like, some of us might do some of the same shit, but it's for different reasons. So if you seen me throwing an event like that, it wasn't for me to get money at the end of it. I'm not a fucking promoter. Like, that's what I be saying. Like, some of the things that I do, I just step into those roles because I have to do it to get the job done. I'm not no promoter, though. So even with the collective, when I was coming and speaking to the collective, and that's why I say people started looking for me for things I didn't need them looking to me for, because that was never my intent with coming to the collective. That's what I mean. I had people asking me to be their teachers and stuff like that. As flattering as that is, I would never play with nobody like that, bro. I'm soaking up so much game out here, trying to remember everything I can, trying to be the best person I can. I cannot teach. What I'm going to teach you? I'm still learning about me. I'm still learning about the planet. I could give you tips and game and yeah, but that's what we're all supposed to do. It's pass knowledge of, you know what I'm saying, amongst each other. But teaching, I'm not no damn teacher of the magnitude that people were looking for me. But that let me know how lost individuals were. That you can't see. Even when I'm telling people, I'm not here for that. I don't know if niggas thought I was joking or what. I never wanted to come act like something that I wasn't. My only thing was, let's come together and make this shit happen. Let's get it bussin'. What y'all want to do and how y'all want to do it. I'm just here. I was never here to tell niggas which way to go, no, none of that. And again, bro, that's why a lot of stuff, if it was just gonna be my way or the highway, things would have went a completely different way. And that's just facts. But I don't get down like that. You know what I'm saying? There's no honor in that. You know what I mean? There's no respect in that. There's no love in that for real. You know what I mean? And you can't talk about the divinity that you see in an individual, but you don't respect their divinity when they doing their yeah. You get what I'm saying? Like, and that's what that, you know, just a lot of terms and things starting to get thrown around too loosely and all kinds of stuff just I wasn't with. You know what I'm saying? I put a lot of time and energy, I touched on this before, to orchestrate certain things and even put the collective together and not just go find willy-nilly individuals. I don't do none of that willy-nilly shit. So once I peeped that people wasn't respecting that and they were willing to treat this thing like a whatever type of deal, that's not acceptable. Cause I treated this thing the same way I would in the physical. We not gonna let nothing breach this energy to harm us. People didn't respect that. That blew my mind. We talk all this protecting the energy shit, but you let anybody in the energy to do anything, it don't work like that. You understand what I'm saying? But that's the militant side of me. That's that different side. That's that I'ma light something up before I let it harm us. You got to understand that. I'm tired of waiting until it's too late. Getting bit, then reacting. We not doing that no more. And I'm talking cosmic now, more of, you know what I'm saying? But all of these things matter, and all of these things, and like I said, again, in one of my previous, and I think that might be a little bit why I'm expounding on it a little bit more now, bro, because for a long time, I did leave a lot of things alone. I didn't speak about a lot of things. I left a lot of things unsaid when I know people wanted answers, but I didn't want to stir the pot up more than it already was. Because it becomes a thing of who's right, who telling the truth, who keeping it real. I didn't even want to play that game with individuals, but people knew the shit that they was doing was dead wrong. People knew the shit that they was doing was dead wrong. Like, there was no reason. We gonna talk about it, man. There was no reason. I came, and this is what I mean, I came to individuals to help me work certain things out, to help me get certain things going. Individuals didn't want to help me with this for weeks and months at a time. But then on the back end, everything that I came to them with, you trying to put it's the stuff like that make me like, it make me feel like you don't even feel that way about the cause. Because why would you do anything underhanded with the cause? It was already here in full effect. But something got triggered in you. You felt like you needed to be the one. There's no one, and that's what niggas fail to understand. But after I started seeing that kind of energy in too many individuals, I fall back. I'm not about to, this ain't no competition. And niggas all start treating this shit like a competition. And again, that's what led me to all right, we doing this competition shit. Not we, like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, clearly that's the energy that's going on. Well, let's look at resumes then. Because if we about to act like we don't know who's who in this motherfucker, let's look at the work that motherfuckers produce. Because as far as I'm concerned, all the talking on social media is good, it's cool. But that's what I mean. Everybody not meant to wake up the masses and spark certain people and get certain shit going strictly from the internet. Everybody, that's why it don't work like that. There's certain people who hop on that internet and work magic. Let them do that. And that's what's my thing. Even me, that ain't for me to do. There's a time to hop your ass on the internet, work that, and then get physical. I wasn't seeing the physical or metaphysical aspect from people. I was just seeing a lot of the same shit being talked about, a lot of the same individuals. So that's why, well, what is we doing? And niggas wanted me out the way so bad, well, for what? And these are the things that I never really talked about. Because again, one of my biggest things too was, Even my people in real time. So I'm telling my family about the tribe and how we move and trying to make it make more sense. But how the fuck much sense you think it's gonna make if they see niggas beefing and they like, wow, y'all, they gonna again, bro. We look worse than them because they already think something's wrong with niggas. They already think something's wrong with niggas. So if we on there doing that kind of shit, bro, it's not a good look for nobody. So that put me in a damned if I do, damned if I don't situation. As to why I'm starting to speak on it a little bit now, because the energy has shifted and I feel like there's more clarity. That's more what it's about. It's not that, it's just the more clarity. There was too much fucking confusion at the time. Things are still a little confusing now, but I think people can kind of see how, you know, because a lot of people, niggas was bullshitting. Haven't done nothing for the people, bro. For the cause. And I said it last, I was like, bro, we talk all of this blackout shit. We could get hit with the blackout. All of these things can happen. And if they do, we in the same position we was when we met over a year ago. That's what I mean. It's not like we 6 months, 9 months in it. But that lets you know certain things ain't meant to be. Certain. You understand what I'm saying? So things that's meant to be, they always will be, man. But there's a way to make things happen. But again, it comes back to self-leading. If can't nobody think for themselves, if everybody waiting to see what this batch of individuals do the road, again, bro, again. You roll with the sheep if you want to. With a lion, be a lion. A lion should be able to run with the pack or stand on his own, either way. But I'm seeing too many sheep out here talking a whole bunch of nonsense, making things more confusing than they already are, and that's part of the problem. So it's like, and then at the end of the day, who's gonna come out and try to make sense of this shit? Because again, I'm not the end all be all, but I'll be one of the only ones to say we really fucked up on a different kind of level right now, but let's talk about it. Niggas just be wanting to throw criticism out. And again, that's the difference. In any reflection, it's I bailed hours, nigga. Hours. We gonna get it right. We gonna get it right, bro, because we don't have time for nothing else than that. This is what we came here to do. Again, we know the other side. We know cussing the motherfucker out and not dealing with him no more and just, you know what I'm saying, having effed up relate. We know what come with all of that. When the last time we tried to work on something with someone, though? Especially if we talking about it's for a cause greater than us all. These are the questions that I have. This is why certain stuff I'm just not with, bro. Like I'm not, like I don't, because again, I don't need it. I don't need that specific type of clout. And that's why I fall back. And that's another thing, because it's a feeling, it's a vibration. I always had that vibration. I always been that nigga, bro. I never needed that kind of validation. Because again, a lot of these individuals, and not all of them, because some of these reflections that I've come across with, I rock with them deep down in my soul. There ain't no question about it. But some of y'all just fugazi. And I see the way you flip-flop. And I started seeing it early before it even came to me, when it was other individuals and I didn't like that shit and I was speaking on it then. But that's the kind of shit that I don't want nothing to do with, because that's going to turn me into the pyromaniac and burn everything down, bro. Like, I don't. So even with that, and that's why I say you got to know who to deal with and who not to deal with, bro. Who to give your energy to, what not to give your energy to, what to engage in and what to stay away from. All of these things matter, man. But again, bro, y'all already know I always got a lot on my mind, a lot on my heart and soul, man. But I'm not about destructivity. Like, I'm not for negative purposes. I'll destroy negative things for positive reasons, but I won't just destroy it for the sake of being a destroyer. That's stupid. And I know I'm probably losing, but basically what I'm saying is the means will justify the end with me. So if I gotta fight, if I gotta use fire, it's probably because there's some fire around this motherfucker. I gotta fight the fire with fire. Some people don't agree with that notion, but you kind of get what I'm saying. Like, I don't do anything unnecessarily or that's uncalled for or for negative purposes, or just to be destructive, or just to cuss a motherfucker out or anything like that. Like, that's not my style, bro. And that's why I preach the high vibration so much, and I preach working on things with people, talking through things with people, because I don't always have the most constructive talks with people. Well, they're constructive in the point that we build, but what I'm saying is sometimes I might raise my voice. Sometimes I might use a little bit of extra profanity. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I might get angry. I'm not fucking perfect. And the second people realize that and stop trying to hold people at a level of which they know nobody is fucking at, but it's like the second you find out a motherfucker not perfect and you can be like, nah, nigga, you worse than me. If you want to get technical, you cuss 6 motherfuckers out of there. I cussed him out one time because he did some bullshit. Now I'm the worst motherfucker in the world because you expecting me to have so much mastery of self. Come on, bro. Be real, be fair, and that's what I'm saying. So that's why I tell people, and I apologize if I didn't even have to do that. I might not do it in the moment. It might take some self-reflecting the next day or an hour later or something like that. You know, I was tripping. I ain't even had to get that worked up, you know what I'm saying? But I always remind, I'm still working on me though. But that's how we're able to make more progression if we work together. You understand what I'm saying? But again, man, I ain't gonna be here all day going off on this matter. But these are some of the things that are very near and dear to me, that sit close to me, that I feel strongly about, that need to be talked about and need to be addressed. And people can't keep running from this type of shit, bro. Like, people can't keep acting like they got everything fucking figured out, knowing their relationships with everybody in their personal life is fucking trash. Relationships with their family is trash, but they talk so much shit about everybody else. I'll put you on blast about that. You don't got a good relationship with nobody you fucking know, but you know it all for everybody. No, sit your ass down and take notes. Do some self-work, because we all got work to do, but if we all work together, we'll be that much better off, is what I'm saying. We all got fucking work to do, every last one of us. Every last one of us. You know what I'm saying? So what's up for us to do to work together, man, as a family, as a community, as a unit, as partners? You understand what I'm saying? All that. Neighbors. You feel me? All that, dog. Like, come on, man. But yeah, man. And of course, this is nothing but love, nothing but peace. But I'm just trying to gain understanding. I'm trying to tap into my people, communicate with my people, man, and let them know it's time to start trying new ways for new shit, basically. But yeah, man, let me get up out of here though, man. Peace, 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 man. High vibrations, nothing but love, bro. We rocking, man.